Hello, friends. When we read the epic works of India, which give us the right picture of the past history, down the ages which India has crossed through, we come across lives of great kings, kings who attained supernatural targets. We read about kings like Bhagiratha, who brought the Ganges to the earth, King Dasharatha, Rama, Sri Harishchandra. Such kings impress us not only by their supernatural attainments. What touches our heart is they were good kings. People could see their own affectionate father in them. Kings called the citizens as Prajaha. Prajaha means children. A king looked upon his own citizens as his own children. Just as the head of a family, an affectionate father would look into each and every need of his children, the king was duty conscious, very affectionate towards the citizens, and he was ready to sacrifice anything of his own for the happiness of the citizens. He lived for the country, he lived for the citizens, and every citizen had a right to go and question the king as to why such and such thing went wrong. The king was always afraid of such questions. He followed the Smritis, keeping aside his own personal attainments regarding his spiritual or supernatural side. How prayerful he was for the welfare of the nation concerns us most now. The kings of those days offered yajnas, sacrifices, prayers, did penances, and they were ready to undergo any amount of physical torture for the welfare of the nation. Supposing the nation does not get enough downpour, the kings were ready to do anything to make it occur. The rains did come because of their spiritual efforts. They fell at the feet of rishis, saints. They spent crores of money for the benefit of the nation. In their everyday prayer, the predominant application of them to the Lord was the welfare of the nation, prosperity. Every citizen had a basic right to go and question a king why his son died a premature death, why there was no rain, why his wife was not chaste. Such was the relation between the king and the people. But gone are those days, gone with the wind, gone with the seasons, gone with the ages. We read such occasions only in books now. It has come down to the theoretical level. It is no more practical. So, if at all there is someone who would pray for the nation in the present situation, it is the people. It is we who have to pray for ourselves. Our government is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Monarchy died. Democracy was born. But the life of democracy is not even 100. Democracy blossomed in India just some 50 or 60 years back. Till then, monarchy was prevalent. Monarchy was abolished for just reasons, because the latter kings became selfish, they neglected their duties, they had no regard for the citizens who paid huge amounts of money as taxes. So, monarchy had to be abolished and democracy replaced monarchy. That's all good. But now, what replaces the prayers, the spiritual efforts that those kings were doing for the welfare of the nation? Nothing. The throne is occupied by leaders chosen by people. So democracy has replaced monarchy. But how about the yajnas, the sacrifices, the penances, the prayers the king underwent are offered for the nation? There is no replacement at all. Mark you, my friends, any nation depends upon God's grace for its prosperity, a peaceful life. Particularly India. Indian past is religion oriented. If you take off religion, India is nothing. India plus religion is equal to a golden country, a bright nation, a happy nation, a prosperous nation. India minus religion is a hell, is hell for the people. Now, when we open up the newspapers every day, we read shocking news about our political situation, our social situation, our financial situation. No news is satisfactory. We have our own adverse comments to pass upon these things. We say so and so is wrong, nothing is good. We pass comments like that. But none of us is interested in the remedy for that. What is the remedy? The only possible remedy is this. The common people, the masses, the citizens must take upon themselves the responsibility of praying to the Lord on behalf of the nation, so that the nation will face a golden future, so that the people will be happy, all situations will be normal. We don't do it. I don't know why. We have time enough for our coffee, for our tiffin, for discourses, for excursions, for prattle, for chatter, for unwanted things. We have enough time. We even allow time for our own selfish prayers, so that I should be happy or my family should be happy. We pray to the God, to the Lord. But whether we pray for the nation, do we have any time to pray for the nation? No. We don't care for the nation. What happens to the country is least material to us. We simply pass comments. The country is going very bad. Every situation is bad. But instead of passing comments like that, if we can apply to the Creator, the omnipotent Lord, that our nation must once again be prosperous, so that all people will be happy, it is going to be a fruitful attempt. Never underestimate joint prayer. A joint prayer is a powerful torpedo against all tribulations. So, when the nation has a population of more than 100 crores, even if 10 crores of people indulge in daily prayers, not much, not even 10 minutes, just 5 minutes, or even 2 minutes of sincere prayer, that our nation should get good administrators, good administration, the nation must be prosperous. Then 10 crores of sincere hearts cry towards the Lord for a good nation, for a good administration, for a good political situation. God will never be hard-hearted enough to deny it. We are definitely going to get it. It's high time we did it. Must take a decision right from now on to allot at least 1 or 2 minutes for our sincere prayer for the nation's prosperity, welfare, good administration. If we do so, it will have a marvelous effect. Patriotic leaders might rise up. Patriotic followers might identify themselves to come to the public scene. Evil forces will go down. Some silent change, some silent revolution will happen. Something like a freedom struggle or French Revolution or the Industrial Revolution. But those changes were violent. But what I am speaking of is like the blossoming of a bud into a flower, slow and silent, but it is going to be definite. So my humble request to all my friends is, out of the 24 hours which God gives us, we can allot at least 1 or 2 minutes for sincere prayers for the welfare of the nation. If we do it, we are going to get an excellent government, an excellent administration, and that is going to make us happy. We won't feel sorry about any system of ruling. So when the remedy is there, ready at our hands, why don't we make use of it? Why don't we avail of it? That is my question. Please think about it. Thank you.